Welcome to Talk Wrestling, another vlog of talking about Sheamus Part 2. I made 2004 fairly return to wrestling. Irish Whip Wrestling in Dublin he returned to. That's a newly organization that was taking place in his country. He beat Mark Burns for his win, for his first win coming back. He also won a battle royal as well. Spent the rest of his year basically tried to defend off Vid Van. After he lost to his tag team partner Joe Cabret, despite losses with Van, with an impressive performance inside the ring, he earned a chance to wrestle for a FWA British Championship match. So that's a good thing. He's really started off really well, picking up where he left off. Usually when you some wrestlers don't come back as quickly and start off really good. They usually have a little staleness going on, and then they all of a sudden get back where they were before. Not all of them. I haven't seen very many of them do that, but I'm sure there's some that does that. They come back and they just looks a little rusty on the side of the ring. Moving right on, talking about Sheamus. Came close to winning that match when Red Vinny interfered with the match, costing the championship. Then he teamed up with Raven and went and defeating Shane and Vinny. Okay? You're going to realize Van, throughout most of his career in Irish Whip Wrestling, he was basically wrestling him quite a bit through his career in Irish Whip Wrestling. Sheamus wrestled twice a day on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. This man was wrestling 2 times a day for 3 days, and plus a Rumble, and he won the Rumble. He wrestled Van a lot during his time, which I just said that. He wrestled with Van a lot during the time he's been there. We move on to the next one. He good stead with one-day tournament in the county of Kildare. Is a county where he's at, where he's training as far as that goes. And let me bring up one thing before I get too far more into his training in the Irish Whip Wrestling. He was trained by 2 people actually, Larry Sharp and Jim Molinas. I can't pronounce the last name, and also the wrestling organization he was with at that point. So moving along, and it's really cool to actually to know these things. Like, I wouldn't have never known these things if I didn't look up the history of Sheamus or any of these wrestlers I'm doing. He earned his spot as far as the one-day tournament in the county Kildare for International Heavyweight Championship. Finally defeated Vinny to rivalry. Basically, the whole thing, he was wrestling Vinny in the tournament. He beat Vinny finally. The rivalry basically was done and over with. He met Darren Burrard to become the IWW champion, Irish World Heavyweight Champion at that point. So during this time, he completed in the evening show. He competed in the evening show as well. So this guy very active in wrestling. He basically knew that he had to work his butt off to only get to the top, which we all know that. If you work at a company and you start down below or whatever, it's, you have to work hard to only get to where you need to be at. He teamed up with Van, and then they defeated Burge and Vinny again. It was a tag team match they had. Burge kept up his attacks, costing Sheamus' title against D'Lo Brown. I hope you all know D'Lo Brown. He was back in the 90s, Attitude Era. That was on May 29th. This all happened. That happened. And then in July, he earned a revenge, a grudge against Barrage, and Sheamus won that match during the in that whole thing. And then, of course, Barrage and Sheamus had an arm wrestling contest. Sheamus did lose that one. Barrage actually won. Barrage won that one, and Sheamus lost. Continued his quest to regain a title. He was still hungry. He really wanted that title. But of course, we know that with any wrestler, you will do what you have to do to become a champion, and he was not giving up. He's a fighter. So by winning a 3-way match with Vinny and Red Viper for the International Heavyweight Championship in October from Brown and Newcastle upon Tyne in England. Defended his belt, Vampiros and Viper. Then he met the Drew Galloway, Scottish star. Sheamus said he was the toughest opponent during this time. So I take it that this Scottish wrestler coming up, Drew Galloway, the Drew Galloway, really is a really good wrestler. He was a rising coming wrestler actually. He doing this the whole time. It came up to where they're gonna be wrestling that. Galloway was going to wrestle Sheamus for the belt. It became very patriotic at that point. Which Galloway was blue, Sheamus was green. It dealt with basically it was going back about soccer during the time they were playing soccer. He defended his title in January 28th, 2006. Sheamus keeps title. Sheamus defends his title against Vampiro on March 17th. Then he had a last man standing where Sheamus retained the title, the belt. But eventually, Gallo does beat Sheamus, and he keeps and Gallo actually gets his title. This is where I'm ending this. There's going to be more than 2 parts to Sheamus. There's a lot of information. Tomorrow we'll be talking about another part of his career as far as his early life to become a WWE superstar. This man went through a lot to only become a WWE superstar, and when he does finally get there, then there's a guy with anybody. It's just a big relief. My happiness, my joy, but still, probably no time to relax and celebrate. You just move on. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in to my vlogs. Please subscribe. Turn on the post notifications. Give me a thumbs up. Let's see you get 5 likes. And leave some comments down below. I'll be more than willing to answer any questions, or we can just talk about some things as far as your comment about Sheamus and what he has done through his career. If you know anything back then that I don't know, maybe I'll read them and say, okay, well, that's probably later on. I'll probably know more about that as I go. Well, Anyway, thank you very much, and we will see you on the flip side.